That's all I can say.
Time to get up. Time to get going.
What's up?
Gonna see a friend of mine.
Tonight.
Wait,
Yeah.
what song are you singing, bro?
Friends.
I know what song they were saying. I was singing Jodeci just a few minutes ago.
I was singing Winnie the Pooh.
I was singing Jodeci. Wherever we.
I'm talking about this man. What was you singing, dog? I don't know.
I don't know
nigga
what that
was
nigga was singing. That nigga singing some
He
wild
said,
shit.
"Gotta get up,
Funny.
gotta get going." What song was that?
Some friends tonight.
What song was that? I'm trying to figure it out.
That's the hood Winnie.
I will do.
That's when he go to the hood. He gonna see some friends
Kev,
tonight.
you gonna keep trying to get your. You just gonna keep trying to
Oh my gosh.
get
Yeah,
your.
I'm gonna
get
keep
your
singing that
harmonization
shit.
on.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Even
because
though
my girl
we
don't
trying
know.
to fight
My
our way
girl,
through it.
my girl don't know what
gosh,
that song
bro.
was, and I was like, "Yo, how you don't know about Jodeci?"
Nobody knows it when it comes from your voice.
Nah, I'm just saying, how the fuck you don't know who Jodeci is? Like Jodeci was that work, dog. I can talk that shit all you want. Jodeci was that work back in the day, my nigga. Back in the day, Jodeci was that shit. You know what I mean? Before Casey and JoJo allegedly got on crack, I don't even know how to put that shit. I'm just put quotation marks up because I don't want these niggas to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? This nigga comes in here with a whole platter on the recording live. You ain't shit. How you gonna eat during the fucking podcast, bro?
It's the man cave, dog.
So you don't give a fuck.
It's the man. No, I do give a fuck. That's
It's
a little
the man's cave.
It's the man cave. I forgot the man. In here, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
I don't know about all that.
Cuss. Yeah, we can. Say whatever the fuck we want to say.
Whoa, watch the F-bomb there, buddy.
Man, fuck that
This looks like-
F-bomb. I'm gonna get a drop that just when I drop the F-bomb and hit that shit, like after I drop that shit. Nah. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was just talking about Josie being the shit, and I'll be playing that shit, and my girl be like, "What are you listening to?" I'm like, the fuck you mean is Jodeci?
Your girl does not ask what you be listening.
Dog, if I listen to Jodeci, she think I'm going through some emotional shit or I'm fucking I'm like,
But
yo,
she knows what you're listening.
Yeah, I'm going
kind
through
of,
fucking
but
amazingness.
Jodeci was at work, and it's like, yo, when you had to be there to appreciate Jodeci at that time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you had to be there.
Yeah,
Jodeci was that fucking work, dog. Like, come on now, you can't say it wasn't, dog. Jodeci was that work.
Jodeci was the standard for R&B music.
Yeah, back then that's when niggas was pouring their hearts the fuck out to bitches.
So I know. All right.
It's called dating younger. That's what we doing.
It's called
today.
dating younger. No. I wanted to say something before we go into that. That piggybacks off of what you're saying.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all listen to SZA. I know Kev don't, but I know there's a lot of fans that we don't listen to
that shit.
So I'm listening to some of her work.
Yeah, this nigga.
Yeah, I know he don't listen to her. He don't listen to anything that wasn't done in the 90s. So I'm listening to her, and it dawned on me. I said, yo, she make good background music. She's for the new people. And I feel like she makes new background music. And there's a lot of people, maybe your girl's age, that will argue me down that, nah, she make that shit. She go crazy. To me, she doesn't. I tried to listen to her music, and I'm like, yo, none of the lyrics connect to me at all. None of them. Right?
Yeah,
but the music sounds good. Like me as a 38-year-old man, the music sounds good. But I don't connect to nothing she said. I don't want to kill my ex. I don't want to do none of this shit she talking about. She sound like she just droning on and on about nothing. But I've been 5 steps from eternity. I've been 4 steps past love. I've been 3 wishes of whatever the fuck they was talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been happily ever after. All of this shit that them niggas was saying, I felt it. Yeah. I could play the second Drew Hill album from front to back. I used to fall asleep to that shit when my heart was broken.
Nigga.
No, Jhené Aiko too. Jhené Aiko makes sleep time music. She makes music to go to sleep to.
Bro, listen, I ain't that old, but it was a time in your life when your parents played music to clean the fucking house to. Like, yeah, my mom used to play the Ozzy Brothers to fucking
your house
clean.
Was clean?
My mother's house was clean. You just said my mother was cleaning the house. So my house, you telling me my mom's house is dirty? Hear that, Mom?
No,
Dre
I'm
said your
saying
house is dirty.
I'm saying mine wasn't. I'm saying
Trying to
mine
throw
wasn't
your
clean.
ass
That's
under
my
the bus
point.
so fast.
The point was
Listen.
mine wasn't clean. But go ahead.
Nah, listen. She used to play the motherfucking Isley Brothers all the time. So I play Isley Brothers for my girl. I was playing Voyage to Atlantis and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing that shit. She like, the fuck is that? Like, yo, we get married. This is what I'm gonna play as my wedding song. I said, listen to the lyrics of Voyage of Atlantis. This shit is speaking to a couple that's destined to be together. Just go listen to Voyage to Atlantis, Isley Brothers. Just listen to this.
Was Pussy Fairy something to get married to?
Hell no, I ain't marrying no pussy.
That's my fucking point. We'll talk about this another time. I don't want to hijack this one. Hold on, I don't want to hijack this one. But that's the difference between R&B music today and back in the day. They don't make music to get married to. They make music to fuck your what do you call it? Your sneaky link. They make music to do. Y'all make music to do fuck shit. We listen to the R&B music that we wanted to get married to. The shit that I listened to, I wanted to get married to. If I had my heart broken, was the Bust Them Buns. All right,
some of it.
But you see what I'm saying? Like that's
TLC,
fine.
no
but that's
scrubs.
all y'all doing.
Yeah,
that's all y'all doing.
There was
busting
music.
The buns.
There was music back then that served the purpose of. I mean, they didn't call them sneaky links, but they, you know what I mean?
You did. You
Creeping,
dog.
It's
it was only a few songs made like that.
The Weeknd just redid it. Listen, let me finish.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
The Weeknd just redid a track, right? Redid a track on Metro Boomin's John. Remember the John? I don't want to know if you're playing.
He was getting played, dog.
But he was talking about somebody creeping. You know what I'm saying?
His woman cheating on him.
Links.
So right.
He's talking about his woman cheating on him. He ain't talking about cheating.
With that said, that's from the man's perspective, and that's also something that you can emotionally connect to. When you hear the lyrics, you're like, damn. Go listen to some of these.
You're my little secret.
Right.
And that's how we should keep.
I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is these are things
in a different art.
Right, but these are things that you can connect to, right? You can connect to You're My Little Secret. I could definitely. You can't connect to shit nowadays. Like as a grown man, you listen to this music. It's like, yo, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's
the
not.
Beats are good, but I'm listening to it. I want to kill my ex. I'm like, bro, what?
Like how fucked up are you?
Yeah, and the young people eat it up. Oh, I do want to kill my ex. For real?
Bitch,
like, what are you talking about?
you come try to kill me if I want to sit up in my crib. You better have something bigger than what I got in my closet on your motherfucking in your car, in your trunk. Not on your hip, it better be in your trunk. You better be able to snatch that bitch out your trunk. Because what I got goes in the trunk only.
So we just gonna keep killing, we gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, you fucking right. I'm just saying, dog, like that's the problem when you run into when you dating somebody fucking younger. Like it's like your music don't line, like your music don't line up. It's two different styles of music. The music I'm listening to is to make love to you, to tell you how I feel about you, to have this caring aspect. The music you listening to in R&B, you either cheating on the nigga, you cheating on me, you talking about burning me up in my own crib or busting my windows out my car. You talking about wild ass shit that I'm not doing.
Love. They're not talking about love.
No love. It's no love. It's all hatred.
Just being in a relationship. They're not talking about love.
It's all hatred and drama. Like, dog, it's just.
I think it depends on what who you listening to. There's some newer artists that I listen to that kind of divulge into our music from back in the day. You know what I mean? They take a little bit of ours, they take a little bit of their new twist, they put a little stank on it. You know what I mean?
Do your girl understand your music that you listen to in your youth? She's young, your girl's younger than you.
But does she listen to
does she understand your music of your youth now? Does she looks at like, what is this? Like,
I mean, the only music that I listen to from my youth is gangster rap music, so she not nowhere near understanding none of that shit. Regardless, Styles P, Sheik, Jada, Fab, like nah. I mean, she just likes it. She likes Jeezy. She loves Jeezy.
What does she do though when that shit come on? I need to know.
She's used to it by now, but
What does she do?
depending on what says, we could be sitting there and then she'll hear some shit. She'll be like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But here's
that's crazy. Like Styles P. Please
favorite,
forgive me. Yeah, that is my favorite.
Give it to
artist.
us.
And please forgive me for all of those that's listening. But if you know Styles P, he had a song back in the day
called "Kill That
Faggot."
Disclaimer.
So when that, disclaimer. And we don't share the views of him, but he definitely made that song.
I was just listening to that the other day.
And back then, bro, what was the hook, Kev? How does the hook go?
Yo, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Nah, don't kill me, LGBT community. But this is how the lick. This is
bro.
I'm repeat. Shut the fuck up. I'm repeating the lyrics that Styles P said. This is not from me. This is the lyrics that he said. The hook.
Under the bus. Go ahead.
The legit hook went, "Kill that faggot. Kill that faggot."
5 times.
5 times. I'm listening to shit. I'm like, yo, this shit would not fly today.
Wouldn't fly at all.
But the thing was, back then,
he wasn't speaking about a gay person.
He wasn't speaking about a gay person. Like how they explained that terminology to the people back then. It was like you're not gay. You just a soft ass nigga. You wasn't about that street life. You wasn't about none of that shit. You just try to be that. Niggas called you that because you tried to play that shit off. But here you go. Speak off side point. My son's I was playing Jodeci with my kids. This is talk about dating younger. My son.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing Jodeci and shit. I'm just had this shit blasting through the crib. My son like, damn, dad, this shit fire. I'm like, yeah, it's that work right here. Like this is what we play for our girls. Like I couldn't date. I think if I'm 39. I think if I fuck with a girl that was 25 and I try to get romantic with her and do some Jodeci to fuck on, she's like, the fuck is this? I'm like, bitch, what you talking about? This is love making music. Like she'll look at me like I'm crazy.
Your wife isn't that old or that young that she doesn't know who Jodeci is.
Nah, when I put
how much younger is she than you? How much younger is she?
She's 4 years younger than me. But I put on, here's the music I do put on. I do put on the music my mother used to play for me when she cleaned the crib. So I will put on the Isley Brothers. And I will put on Summer Breeze, and I'll be in that motherfucker singing it hard.
That's different. Like, that song's so different, dog.
Yeah.
Summer Breeze is fucking like.
But she's looking at me like
heaven on the record.
It is.
Yeah, but she's looking at me like I'm crazy. But I'm like, you don't understand. I remember my mom. Opened up. This is how I remember. This is how I remember Summer Breeze. My mom. You remember everybody parents did springtime cleaning when it got nice outside. They would open the windows in the crib. Open all the window.
Let the light shine.
Let the light come through while she cleaning the crib. Maybe not you.
Dre, you've come to my house when my dad had the music on, and
I said at y'all house. I don't know why y'all keep thinking I'm talking about y'all house.
All right, cool. My mother would clean the crib, have all the windows open, everything up. She would throw on some motherfucking Isley Brothers. So every time I hear Summer Breeze, the first thing that comes in my mind is seeing my mom having this clean the house to this music going on in the fucking background. Mm-hmm. And this is my shit. Like, I'm young. I don't understand that this is her music, but now I get it. Like this, like music made back in the 70s. I say music made up until about the late 90s, early 2000. When you turn it on, it takes you to a place. Same thing with motherfucking movies. Like I told my girl, she said, we do movie night. So I said, cool, let's throw on, I'm gonna put Willow on for you. Like this was a movie in my childhood that I remember watching. She was like, what's this? I'm like, you ain't never seen Willow before? Dre said he ain't never seen it either. But I'm like, yo, we're gonna put Willow on. Like this was my shit. All right, here go a movie all of us seen. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Mm-hmm. Come, Dre, you never seen National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. When the cat got underneath the couch and was biting on the Christmas worm.
I don't believe it.
Yo, you's a dumb.
You don't believe? You don't
Bro,
remember?
go watch. It's Christmas time. Go watch National Lampoon Christmas
What was
Vacation.
the actor? Chevy Chase.
No.
Chevy Chase is in
Chevy
it.
Chase got his tree burnt down in his house with the squirrels in
The
that
squirrel
motherfucker.
ate the squirrel was in the Christmas tree. Yo, but I put that shit on for my girl. She's like, I've never seen this. Like,
I
yo,
watch
this
that
was
every Christmas. So.
this was something we had to watch at Christmas. Like, it just you gotta watch this shit. So I watched that, or I will put on. Come on, Dre. You never watched A Year Without a Santa Claus. Your mom ain't never have you watch down and watch
What?
the year the old Christmas joint when it was moving and slow, like it was a not claymation, but it was like
Claymation
puppets.
Oh, with they had the different stories too.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser. Come on, dog.
Do the robot again.
With the snowman and all that shit.
Yeah.
See
You
that.
watch Frosty the
I didn't
Snowman,
understand
dog?
what it
Yeah,
was called.
we watched all that. And
Yeah.
My wife is 2 years younger than me, so all of our shit is pretty much in sync, other than like a couple weird things that even y'all might have seen. It just relates to my childhood, like the Muppets and shit, the Great Muppet Caper and all that. Like I know them shits by heart, and she doesn't, so that's different. But I'm like, with Kev, I'm very curious. With Cool Kev, I'm very curious to like his experience, because your girl or your fiance is how many years younger than you?
She is 9 years younger than me.
That's a big gap.
She's almost.
Not-
I mean, no.
Have you ever put a childhood movie on from your childhood for her and she didn't understand that shit? Like we talking about the Goonies. Has she ever seen the Goonies?
I don't think she's seen anything that I've seen in my childhood. There's very few things.
That's because she wasn't alive.
I think she's seen A League of Their Own.
You made her watch that.
Nah, we've never watched that together, and that was my shit.
That was legal.
That was League of Their Own. That was my shit.
Yeah.
I still kind of want to watch the TV show they made of it.
About the
There's no
Sandlot.
crying in baseball.
I
She
don't
can't.
think
The
she's
main
seen
girl
the
can't throw
Sandlot.
though.
Oh, that's ass. She hasn't seen the Sandlot. I don't think
She wilding. She wilding.
I don't think she's.
That's crazy. She's.
I mean, my girl,
wilding.
my fiance is she's definitely like a girly girl. She's definitely like a Lifetime Emily in Paris type movie watcher. You ever it's supposed to be like a big Netflix TV show that a lot of women watch. It's about to drop a new season now, and
I know niggas.
so
in
now
Paris.
she'll have something. Them niggas in Paris knew Emily too, right? You know what I mean? So but she I mean, our movie styles are completely different. I mean, we watch certain things together, like we like The Blacklist. We like
No, I'm talking about watching
but
shit
when it
from
comes
your
to
childhood.
nostalgia, nah, she doesn't watch. I mean, it's going to be hard for her to watch. She's 9 years younger than me. So movies that I watched when she was 9, she was still being created.
Dogs,
you know what
but
I
I'm
mean?
saying
So,
they remake our classics and try to push them off of their own. Like my kids right now, they trying. LeBron is doing House Party over again.
I don't
yeah, but
want
that
it.
looks interesting. The
No.
movie
I want them
itself
to call it
looks
something
interesting.
different. It could be anything else. It could be anything else. It does not have to be House Party, because
And that's the thing.
It
House
is.
Party
I
was
mean,
that work. House
was.
Party 1 was that work.
See, the only reason I give movies like that a chance is, okay, I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate for this. This
Go
movie
ahead.
might be good, and I'm gonna tell you why. If it was someone else making the movie or had productions in the movie, I might be a little iffy about it. And I'm not saying LeBron is this superpower director that's done all types of work, but what I'm saying is that he is a part of the culture, big part of the culture. I wouldn't be surprised if Kid and what you don't want him to be. Is that
I don't want him to be, not with movies. I don't want him.
You
to
know
be.
what I mean? But he's not necessarily making the movie. He could just be the one that's
He's the producer.
just giving the money
Yeah.
for the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like
good.
funding the
We
movie.
know that.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Kid and Play popped up in it, like, or if they had a piece of it, or you know what I mean? Like, and when you start involving people who actually have history with the movie, you never know where it's going to go. It could be Kid and Play's type of movie with their own kids having a house party and some crazy shit's going down. And now Kid is the dad.
Do you
know
not
what I mean?
know
Making
what the
sure
movie is
his
about?
son's coming home.
Do you know what
I
it is about?
I haven't watched
them
any
niggas
about
broke
you what
into
the movie-
LeBron
How you
James
want- okay, go ahead.
crib and had a house party at this nigga crib.
No, they didn't break into his house. They were hired to
They were
clean
supposed
his
to be
house.
hired to clean his house. This nigga had a hologram of him.
It's drawn.
Oh,
And I
man.
don't want to see it because I know it's going to be drawn. Or you could have just called it mansion party. You could have
You know
called
what?
it anything else. So it's not in
I
the
haven't
lineage of
seen
house party.
I haven't seen the new Space Jam neither. Y'all watch that?
Shit
I
was
heard it
whack.
was
Everybody
terrible.
said it was terrible.
I heard it was
It's
terrible.
not compared to the original.
But we are grown men.
Yeah, let's
We
all right. We did enough of the nostalgia shit.
I was about
We
to
just
ask
did
y'all
about.
something.
Go ahead. I'm
Could
listening.
y'all see yourselves being with a woman who is 10 plus years younger than you? I talked about watching
29.
Wednesday. I talked about watching Wednesday earlier. And I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. Wednesday in certain parts of the show, which is a Netflix show based on the Addams Family, but it's Wednesday. She do some things. I mean, the little dance she do, you look at it, you like, it's kind of sexy. I don't know why.
That dance sexy at all. I thought it was
She did
funny,
weird
but-
shit, and I'm into weird shit. And then she like did it with a straight face. So
That's why you went to.
Be very, very careful. Very, very
Very
careful.
See,
But she's also a 20-year-old, and it just begged the question for me: it's like, yo, could I ever see myself, aside from maturity, being with a girl who is that much younger than me?
me personally, I don't think I can do it. I got my daughter. My oldest is 20.
Okay.
So to bring a girl to the crib that's similar age to my daughter, it'd be weird as fuck. It really would be weird because my daughter would be asking. I ain't married, but I'm dating this shit. Kiara, y'all know how me and Kiara relationship is. I raised her. She been with me since day one. So it's dad and it's the aspect of respect, and she respect her father. But we have very open conversations. I'll make sure that she can have an open conversation. She's going to have an open conversation about me dating a girl close in age to her, maybe a girl 5 years older than her. And she like, Dad, what do you see in her? You know, she's my age. Like, what is she here for? Yeah, you can say, bro, the reason I couldn't date a girl I can.
What is she here for? Sex.
Listen, bro, I can fuck a girl that young. Yeah, I can fuck them all day. And no attachments. I can fuck him around the clock. I wouldn't have the energy to fuck him around the clock because them bitches.
You hear this nigga, bro? You hear him? You hear how he you be bragging on the dick.
Yeah.
I'm bragging on my dick, but I'm on
You know, young bitches, I drag they ass.
Bro, here's the thing. I'm 39 years old. I know what works, what don't works. I know get to the point. I don't got time. I'll be fucking for 4 hours. You fucking for 4 hours because you ain't make this bitch come yet.
Yeah.
You can make a bitch come so many times that she said her mouth is dry. You ever did that before? A girl like, yo, my mouth is dry. I know this so much. My mouth is dry.
I'm sorry, Kev. I know you guys, but I mean, I'm not a sexual dynamo like you. I don't
hear
have
the flex.
Come on.
That he tries to drop on motherfuckers.
I
fuck bitches till they mouth gets dry, baby.
That is specific to
What?
you.
Their mouth is dry because they tired, bro. They ain't have no water. They need some type of nourishment.
You gotta fuck around. You can't eat, you can't drink.
That's why. I'm just saying, like you doing niggas be fucking for 4 hours. You fucking too much.
You like how she was.
But it's some girls that just like you really gotta go all out on it. You get a young joan in her 20s, dog, and you 30 something years old.
She gonna be
at 20. You had the energy for 20 to do all that wild shit. Like you fuck her and you know she drink. This bitch is revved up again in another hour. Now you want as an old man gotta go to work, gotta work 12 hours. Oh, I gotta go to sleep. What do you really gotta do tomorrow but go to some bullshit ass job? I gotta go to something that's gotta pay these bills. You're probably going to something to make some money for you to go out this weekend. It's two different things. You get what I'm saying?
Word. What if she mature though?
Yeah, mature and rich.
What if she want to spoil you? I'm just trying to get you in the mindset of what would you do?
If she want to spoil me, it's cool. But you really the fuck somebody that the be fucking with somebody that young and had a sex. You really gotta be. You gotta be on your A game. You gotta have energy. I mean, you gotta be in the gym. They don't want to sit up when a girl's 25. They don't want to sit up in the crib with you. My girl would love to sit up in the crib with me and watch a movie on a Saturday night. Get something, drink in her hand, both our hands, and we watch
Willow.
Shut the fuck up. But you get what I'm saying? You have your night with your girl is you can watch a movie and chill. Or if you want to do something different, you go to the bar, get something to eat, something to drink, and you go home. A 25-year-old, yo, let's go to the club. Let's go. We close to Philly. Let's go to you in Miami. You're close to Miami. Let's go walk the strip in Miami at 25. Let's hit these bars up. Let's go till 4:00 in the morning on a Friday.
I could jump.
Turn around. No, listen.
Into that. Listen, I got the experience.
He does that.
You can't
so
tell me
you go.
I got the experience.
He does that.
I was 36 when I first met my fiance. She was 26.
Nigga, you was never tired.
And I'll tell you this. It depends on the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? It depends because my wife isn't a club goer. You know what I mean? Even at that age. Now she does like to go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? She does. She loves to go to the bar.
So you go
no,
bar.
it's not because she goes to dive bars. So it's not like
do you go to the bar every single Friday and Saturday night?
I don't go. She goes to the bar a lot. But I don't go because it's not my preference. It doesn't. But I don't have to try to keep up with her. It's not like, oh, if I don't go to the bar, then what's up with you? Why you not going out? It's like, oh, all right, baby, you going home? Yeah, I'm going home, babe. I'm gonna chill. I've even gone to the bar with her and left her at the bar. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you go have you get and chill with your friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm gonna go to the crib now. All right, babe. I'll see you when I get home. Boom. That's that. But in the early ages, there is a point of wanting to do a lot of things and not necessarily things that involve like going to the club, like traveling. You know what I mean? I've done the majority of my traveling with her because of places that we both wanted to go. Now, I tell you this, it's hard to keep up with her in another island. What I mean? Because I'm not a drinker. You know what I'm saying?
Another island.
That's Kev's drinking partner, my fiance. You know what I mean? And his fiance is my smoke partner, and we all be chilling because we like to smoke and they like to drink. But they out drink us wherever we go, and we out smoke them because they don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? But it is hard to keep up with her because she has that energizer battery in her back that when it's out and about. Yeah, she's more energized. She can until she gets to the point where she ain't there because she's drank so much, and then I win. You know what I'm saying? Bro. But before then, it's like, yo, it's party time. Let's get fucking hammered. You know what I mean? And party time is actually party time. Like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. Even when we was you remember when I came to visit you, bro, they was everywhere. Where was I?
But that's the thing. If you got somebody,
or I was at the hotel.
If you know got a girl that's young that's pulling on you saying let's go. Like, for instance, I just went to my aunt's birthday party on a cruise ship. It was mad young girls out there dancing and everything like that.
You was picking.
I realized I realized my knees wasn't fucking holding up to what I used to be able to do to party with these chicks. Like, I'm a big dude. I'm 6. Whatever. Dre, you put the bunking. You always say some fucking.
You know, we always
feel something.
We wait for
yo. I don't mean to, yo. That mean I'm gonna stop fucking with you because I don't want you to ever stop at your 6 and rethink it.
You feel whatever you want to feel, motherfucker.
I'm a tall nigga. I'm this tall nigga. Back in the day, y'all remember?
I know you was 6'5" with hair down here.
Bro, I was 20 in my 20s. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I had hair, nigga. That nigga's talking hella shit, dog. That's why your camera went out, bitch. You remember though? But you remember? I used to go in the club and be picking Jones up, just have them in the air.
It's true.
On my shoulders, everything.
That's
wilding. Just probably because I'm 20 something, I'm strong. I'm like, I can pick these joints up. I ain't care. I always had the joint on my shoulders.
Now Kev is older. He don't pick him up anymore. He put him on the ground. He just
picking
get down
nobody
there.
up. We both gonna be in the dirt. Yeah, I pick you up. We both.
I'm putting you down, and I'm getting down there with you, baby.
We gonna be both in the dirt. If I pick you up, you gotta be small enough and light enough for me to get you in the air. Back then, yeah, I had a strong back. I could pick a joint up with two, because big girls have fun. Pick you up, you 220. Throw you up, throw you in the air. Cool.
220.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is, dog. At 20, like you got a girl that's 20, say younger than you, and she wants to go party. It's like, yo, and you have to go with her.
Let me ask you a more important question. I want you to keep talking, by the way. I want to put a question in. Do you think being in relationships for so long, for all of us, has like taken some part away from us? Because let me ask you both a question. If you were single all this time, let's say no kids, and you were single all this time, I think our views will be different about dating a 25, 26-year-old. I don't know. So.
I think if I was single all this time, I would have done so much that I probably would have been more tired than I am now.
Really?
Me personally, I think I would have.
Yeah, because I mean, and I'm just gonna put this in perspective with just me and you. All right, single Kevs hanging together was fucking not only epic but terrible at the same time because we fed off of each other. So
dating, cuz
it was just pandemonium every day. Yeah. By this point, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't necessarily be, if we were single, we wouldn't be doing necessarily the same things we're doing now. But bro, we would be like, yo, we've done so much. I mean, we're going through the playbooks now. There's nothing new in here. What's the next? At this point, I think we would be looking for something to be
chill. Like that's why I got to the point.
I mean, think about it. We got to that, and I don't like to talk about our past, but we got to the point that we got to. We're here now because of what we did when we were younger.
Exactly.
All right.
You wear so funny. You wear so funny because
I hate y'all.
My girl said to me, I said, yo, babe, what was I like a couple years ago? She was like, yeah, you was definitely for the streets.
Yeah. But I used to say that to Raheem just a couple months ago. So
that he was for the streets.
Yo, if you look at our text messages, like that man is a street warrior. But now, you know what I mean? You can't say that no more. So, but yeah, we fed off each other heavily. You know what I'm saying? From parties to waking up to, yo, what time you get off? I get off this time, yo. I got this set up. Word. All right, I'm gonna go do this. Once I get home, and then boom, all right, I'm gonna come scoot. The way we fed off each other was fucking insane.
Liquor store weed, that was it. We boom. You smoke? All right, my cousin smoked. Oh, you drank? Oh, my cousin got them.
Oh, she trying to be crazy. She not giving no play. Hold on. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like throwing alley-oops left and right, boy. But none of
them chicks gonna be 24, 25, 26.
Bro, I'm just talking about from what we were doing back then. When we got to, by the time we get to this point, we'd be looking for some solid.
Yeah, but I couldn't date.
We are now,
and
like we have found.
And my cousin hit us up. I'm talking about dating, not just hitting, like dating.
Yeah,
real shit. Dating.
Yeah, like having a relationship. And the thing about that is, and even in this place, even in our relationship, you know what I mean, with my wife being younger, as young as she is compared to me, there's just different things that we may want at the time. And that's because she may want to do something that I've already done. And I'm like, no, I did that. I don't really fuck with that. But she's never tried it. So it's hard for me to be like, why shouldn't I let you get that opportunity? You know what I'm saying? Like, just certain places going, certain things just being done. It's just like, oh no, I used to do it like that, but I stopped doing it like that because I do it this way now. Well, let's try it this way. Maybe it'll be different. But I know it's not going to be different because I've been there. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? So
what do y'all have to say for the men who were this age when you were in high school dating those teenagers?
To each their own.
Them niggas, you know why them niggas was dating them chicks that was young? Because they couldn't pull nobody their own age. They ain't had the mindset.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, he was, bro.
What I'm going to say is, I mean, it could be that, but also maybe the women they age just wasn't up to speed. Maybe they did what the younger people still did. There's people,
bro. No,
all right, I'm gonna give an example of someone who used to party with us, and we were the young ones.
So
Jesus,
your
Uncle L.
And that
he
man
didn't
has
say a
always
name.
been older than us. I didn't
say
that man. He's always been.
Though.
But he was the man. You know what I'm saying? But he would party with us. But we know that he's almost a dub older than us.
But
you know what I mean?
My uncle was locked up, but my uncle came home. He had catching up to do. My uncle now, if you look at my uncle now, my uncle chilling. Like,
but you giving
out
have
all the sex
circumstances. You giving out certain circumstances for him, but not letting it be. You know what I mean? There's people some motherfuckers who get home every day.
But he partied with us. Yeah, he pulled some young Jones. But he pulled the young Jones to slap.
But what I'm
the chicks his age, he was making relationships.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, he wasn't making no relations unless it was in the bedroom. That man was solid, single. He was the epitome of solidarity.
My uncle's a man. He's like the guy.
What I'm saying
he's like the guy that where you want to be at. Uncle L is where you want to be at.
What I'm trying to say is that his energy levels was the same as ours.
Oh yeah.
So maybe women his age couldn't compete at the time. So he wanted to get that competition and okay, you on the same level I'm on. They happen to be younger. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. To each their own. You're gonna find what attracts you.
You even meet a high school girl at?
No, I mean,
I'm talking about niggas.
I'm not talking about your uncle though. I'm just saying like
my uncle was still in the game.
I'm just saying, like, where would you even meet? I'm talking in the situation I was explaining. Where would you even meet these young girls at?
You get, bro. I'm
not even talking about. We can put it back on
at the park. You sitting at the park. These niggas will play. These niggas will pray at the park. Niggas be 19, running the full court with us. Be 19, old ass man.
That just sounds crazy.
Or 20. You don't remember niggas 20 years old running fools with us at the court?
Yeah, but playing basketball, they see the Jones at the park praying on these young Jones.
They was praying. They was praying, dog, because they had a car. That's the thing. They had a car, some bullshit ass apartment, and you can gas a young Joan like, yeah, I got a car. I can get you around. I got a little bit of money in my pocket. I could buy you some sneakers. Like you getting these Jones, you getting these chicks off of
baby is crazy.
Trick on some bullshit.
I got a question.
Well, they can't get an old Joan like, yo, you got a bullshit. You got a bullshit car 10 years younger than you. You live in a bullshit apartment. You're not making no real money. Listen, like why am I fucking with you?
Do you not feel that men are naturally attracted to younger women in general? Now I'm not saying they got to be a dub younger than you, but think about history. I mean, as a man growing up back in the day, like I'm talking about way back in the day, when you were marrying a woman, you weren't marrying a woman your age. You grew up to be 30, 40 years old before you got married, and your wife was 20. You wanted somebody who could bear children and continue to bear children throughout your days.
I'm gonna tell you, know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why.
So it. Now I'm not saying that
I'm not saying there
shouldn't be a limit to it, but you don't feel as though men are naturally attracted to younger women.
Yeah, you go spread them legs and look at a 50-year-old pussy compared to a 23-year-old pussy.
God.
It's two different things. Do I really want to eat this shit?
It's factual. It's a fair question. Do I really want to eat this shit? Do I want to eat this taut, pink, shaved, fucking in shape, everything together pussy?
Do you want to eat a freshly split open clam that looks beautiful and nice, or do you want to eat an Arby's sandwich?
He said, you want Clam's Casino?
You want Arby's? You want an Arby's roast beef sandwich, dog? You know what I'm saying? He look like Arby's, like her shit went through the shredder, like her shit looked through the meat slicer.
I mean,
niggas, that's what niggas is thinking, really.
I mean, yes, if they were next to each other and you had to pick a pussy out of a lineup, you're probably going to pick the pussy, that has less of a criminal record.
Pussy out of the lineup.
Bro, really shit. Titties too.
10
them
points.
Titties get fucked up after a while. Man, look at them.
I mean, it's one of those things. Yes, titty. Hey. Nah. I like my titties with a little mileage on them. No, I ain't gonna lie. I like my titties.
You don't
With
want
a little.
90. You want 70-year-old mileage on them shits.
No, not 70. Damn, we went from 50 to 70.
No,
I'm talking about nice 30-year-old titties. Look like they got some experience. You know what I'm saying? Look like they've been around the block a little bit. You know, they can hold up to a beating. Those titties. That's what we want. Those little titties. Because think about it. No. Let me go back. I always like big titties, right? I always like big titties. Even when I was younger, even when I was 15, 14, whatever. Like if she with me, yeah, she got some big titties. I like to grab them. I like to suck them. Back then. Now, and I just kind of move them shits out the way and whatever. So, but back in the day, I did. So whenever you would run into the girl, and it's like, you know, when they got titties, but it's like their body type is skinny, so they got them fucking A cups. It's like, what am I gonna do with that damn boy chest? Like, what am I gonna do with that shit?
But the
thing, like, what am I gonna do with them titties? They can't do nothing. They don't bounce.
Ask you a question, Dre. Remember back in the day, you used to run to a skinny John when they was younger, skinny with them big ass titties.
Skinny with big titties. Yeah, skinny with big titties was fly. No, but no ass.
They ass dried up.
They do shit. They do shit different nowadays. Nowadays they skinny with big titties and an ass. But back in the day, I'm a big titty. I ain't gonna say all the girls were skinny when I was young, but like the ones that was skinny that I liked had big titties, like C cup.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. That's why he said what he said. Like these old dudes back then, they just liked what they seen. Men is visually. When you with somebody, you been with somebody that you came up with in your 30s into your 60s, like and whatever, until you get old and past, you don't see yourself with nobody else. And if you was to fucking leave them in the height of y'all trying to get shit together, when you go out start dating again, you can start dating young, but your mind is gonna be like, yo, she don't do everything I need to do. This bitch don't cook, she don't clean. Fucking, you ever date a young girl? They're a fucking headache. They don't. I fucked with a girl one time. I was like 24. She was like 19. She just graduated high school. She's like 18. She's 18. So, yo, this motherfucker would get the fuck on my nerves. Real shit. After a while, she got to talking. Yo, put this on, put that on. Changing my shit up. I'm trying to listen to Styles. You trying to listen up to Soldier Boy, whatever, who just came out. Like, yo, man, stop touching my fucking radio.
Mm-hmm.
B, stop asking me so many fucking questions. It's like, you getting on my nerves. Like, I just wanted to drop this bitch off. It's like, yo, I know I was coming to fuck her, but it's like, yo, I got to get rid of this motherfucker. Like, she getting on my nerves. Like real life. Like, that's why I couldn't date. That's why mentally, I couldn't date nobody that young again. Because I remember fucking with Jones when I was single. That was way younger than me. I'm like, yo, them motherfuckers was a headache, like a real headache. Like it was like, yo, how quick can I get this pussy? How quick can I get this motherfucker out my crib?
So that brings me to my next question, because we've all been trained. I don't know if y'all know this. You've been trained, and your ladies have been trained, and it's not a negative thing, but like my wife had to cook dinner for her whole house. Her sister had to too. But she had to cook dinner for her whole house. When they came home, when her mom came home, the house had to be clean, shit like that. To me, that translates into what your woman does in marriage. Like me, I ain't gonna lie, I never had to cook. So I don't cook. I'm starting to cook now, you know, because I have a little bit more time on my hands. So I'm starting to cook now. They're more healthy meals. But do you think that plays a big part of it? Maybe these like younger women aren't trained the same way, or that has nothing to do with it?
It's gonna sound fucked up.
I mean, it's you.
Yeah, I know. These girls, them girls back then, they was in the crack era.
Please explain, bro.
Let me explain. Either your dad was selling drugs and he got locked up, or your mother was on crack, so she wasn't home. So you had your responsibility, or it was a one parent, and it was a one parent household that you had to be as a kid. You had to be adult and take care of the household. Get what I'm saying? So these kids was raised and taking care of the household.
Okay.
These kids nowadays that's coming up, their parents went through that era, so they don't want them kids to see that. So they baby and do everything for them. That's why they can't cook, they can't clean, they can't do shit other than make a TikTok video or Instagram video. That's what I'm saying. that's why it's a shift. They wasn't raised in that era where it was like, yo, at 9 years old, your mom gave you a key and told you and your brother go home, lock the door, and don't open this fucking door till I get back home. Word is life. My mom will be at work, like, don't open. I got the key to the house. They ain't got the key to the house. They shouldn't be in here. Lock the doors. X, Y, and Z's for you and your brother. Have my house clean before I get home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
That's
Absolutely.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't deal with these girls nowadays. I couldn't deal with somebody that's 20. It's like, yo, we made their life so, like, my daughter, like I said, my daughter is 20. And my daughter, I used to always say, my kid, she's not responsible for watching her little brothers and shit. Like, she got her own life. Go enjoy your life. I was at Kiara age, is like, yo, I leave, go to work. You got your brothers. Nothing happens to your brothers. You better be on top of that shit. And he's like, all right. I had to take these niggas to the park with me. If anything happened to these niggas, it better happen to me first. Like, I had all these responsibilities as a kid. When my kid, like, yo, only thing you had to be was a kid. So their mindset is different. That's why I couldn't date nothing. Y'all, how about how you feel about the situation?
I mean,
great segue, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Nah.
I mean,
you was cooking though.
You was cooking, but I mean, I'm gonna agree with Neek was saying. Not everyone parents, and back then it doesn't necessarily like. I'm gonna keep it 100. I know more people that's my age who had to deal with that scenario of their parents were hooked on drugs. They had to grow up taking care of their brothers and sisters. Then they had kids and stuff like that. And the people that I know that were like that instill that in their children because they know, like, bro, I had to do this. I had to get it on my own. Period. So I got to show them that. And then I also know some parents who are like, yo, I want to give them everything I never had. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they it all depends on where your life has actually taken you, is how you going to teach what your kids to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this day and age, I think it's just so many things that is just readily available at their fingertips that they don't feel as though they have to grind as much as we would have had to grind back then because, oh, well, I can do this or I can do that. And if that doesn't work, I could do this and that. And there's a sense of entitlement to this day and age where it's just supposed to be given. You know what I mean? And
we should
and
call
not
this
to say that
3 old niggas.
And not for nothing. And shout out to Neek because that's one person I've known since we were younger. And I've seen her build all the way the fuck up to where she's now. You know what I mean? And she's a hustler. I see that shit every day. And I know that she instills that in her kids. And I know they get to see that. You know what I mean? So as they're watching her do that, they're going to have that mind state as well. But you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't apply to everybody because not everybody has that same mind frame. You know what I mean? And the sense of entitlement that's, you know, within our society today overpowers a lot of what people try to instill. You know what I mean? It overpowers what their word can mean because they're like, yeah, but you're telling me this, but I can see this happening to people all the time. So why can't I do that? You know what I mean? And not all of it is good shit. A lot of that shit is just nonsense. And it's the nonsense that makes we would never be on the same level because I could never see that as something that you should go to as a credible way of doing something. And since it's your era now, that's what everybody's doing. So it just seems normal to you.
But before you go, Dre, you think you can, you've been in this shit with your wife before, like been in this shit break down. Y'all got to figure that shit out and y'all back to back. Let's figure this shit the fuck out. You really think if you was to date a girl who's 22 years old, when you deal with some real adult shit and the shit gets real, you think she can hold up with you, or you think she'll jump ship and go back home?
So dating, I do feel like I'm a good judge of character, and I won't slap the title of being my girl on somebody. Not that I'm the big special guy, but I'm not going to slap the title on them as my girl if I don't trust their ability to think. I was talking to her about that the other day. I said, I'm glad you're not stupid. And, you know, because we was talking about just people. and their ability to not have common sense. They could be book smart, but they don't have common sense. So that's more of what I'm speaking to now. A young girl with common sense, they're out here. The young girls with common sense, they're still out here. You understand what I'm saying? With a good head on their shoulders. So we're not going to talk like they don't exist. So I would say that if I'm in that situation right now and I was dating a young girl, I would trust my ability to choose someone with the character that I would actually like to. And then it, as time goes on, there's other things that you have to worry about, immaturity and stuff like that. But the character would be a character that I would hope, if I had to go, if I had to get something popping, that they would be that too. Yo, a lot of things about these new girls now, these motherfuckers hustlers too, bro.
Yeah,
they hustlers. They go, hold on, they go out there and get the money, and they make shit happen. A lot of them have kids young. And I'm not talking about the strippers. I'm talking about the ones who really got the jobs and got the 2 jobs, and they not playing with niggas because there's too many niggas out here on some bullshit. Yeah, it's young girls out here getting to it, and if you ain't on that time, they like, all right, dog. Does that answer your question?
That answers my question. But how much
parents ain't on crack?
I'm saying, but how much lust from these young Jones, because they fuck different too. Younger, they got more energy. How much of that lust would cloud your judgment, though? You don't think lust would cloud your judgments of you selecting the right one?
Lust will cloud the judgment of your wife. Even if you got a wife your age, lust gonna cloud that judgment regardless. But will it have an effect? Absolutely, right? Because they might do some dumb shit here and there, but let me ask you an honest question.
What's up?
You do some dumb shit.
It's cool. Keep going.
Oh,
your audio's off.
He's telling us to keep going. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Less can cloud any nigga's judgment and shit like that. But what I'm saying about the less clouding your judgment, like I had
terrible at taking cues.
Whatever. Shut the fuck up. I would date somebody not younger. I wanted to marry them, but she's younger than me. But the nigga will fuck me 4 times a night, and it clouded my judgment like for the worst. It was like, and I woke up. I'm like, I can't really be with this motherfucker. Like we too different, even though we not that far off in age. I think we was like maybe had like a 6 or 7 year gap. It was like, yo, I just can't fuck with you. Like you ain't on the same time. The shit you talking about don't make sense. I can't have conversations with you. Like I can't have like an intelligent conversation with you, like at all. It's just like I can't sit down and like talk about some real shit, some life shit, and you catch on to the shit. You just be saying some old bullshit. You ever talk to a female you dating and you say like you try to have an intelligent conversation with her and you look at her like this nigga's a fucking idiot. Like I looked at Jig like, yo, this motherfucker's an idiot.
Her mother was.
I don't really have conversations with. I mean, since my wife is younger than me, there's nothing I really look at her and be like, "You're a fucking idiot, yo." I mean, but there's times where I know for a fact that she can't relate. You know what I mean? And the only thing that she can do in that scenario is apologize, because what else could she say? You know what I mean? Like it's a situation to her that's unrelatable. You know what I mean? And
that's the key word, unrelatable. Please continue.
Exactly. Sir. And I can give an example. So we at the bar. This is like, it's probably happened like a month or 2 ago. We at the bar, and I'm sitting with it's me, her, it's her friend, and her friend's boyfriend. And me and him are sitting at the bar, and we just talking. And he happens to be Spanish and black too.
Oh no!
So
wait. You gonna tell it again?
Let him fucking tell the story, dog. Niggas tell the same stories on podcasts all the fucking time. If
I've already told it, then I'll just fast forward and say that someone said something that was racial towards him that offended both of us, even though they kind of meant it in a complimentary manner. And when I had the conversation with her about it, I mean, it's not something that she can relate to. It's something that she just was like, I'm sorry that happened to you, babe. I can't believe that. But in my brain, as while she's saying, I can't believe that someone would do that, I'm like, I could believe that shit all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Because that happens to our culture on a daily basis. It's on the news. It happens to me in real life. It happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that you can't relate to because, like, as much as I love you, you're still technically on the other side type shit. Like, we're not opposed to each other, but when it comes to cultural differences, you're not on the same side of that culture as me. You know what I mean? And there's things that may happen to you that's unrelatable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's stuff that may happen, and I'm like, I would never be in that situation. You know what I mean? So I could never tell you how it would, because my first thought would be to never do that. So, but it's just a whole thing of you not being able to understand some of the pains that I may go through because of our differences, whether it be young, old, whether it be culturally different. It's just at times we may not relate, and that can definitely hinder the relationship. I mean, it doesn't for us because we just talk about things that happen, and I mean, it's a shoulder to cry on in a sense. And even though she can't relate, she still can tell me, like, yo, fuck them. And that makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that bitch, yo. I'm surprised you ain't punch her. It's like shit. When she say shit like that, it makes me be like, I know you don't relate, but I know you know me. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, it depends on how you take what they have to offer, where they are mentally when it comes to an age range, younger being older. I mean, what about if we're younger? When we were younger, we wanted older women.
Yeah, because I know what that was about.
You know what I'm
was it
saying?
I know
Like,
they was, huh? I know
What
they
was it
was
about?
most of them was down, like they was out of marriages and shit. They just want some dick,
wanted
some
the
dick and
experience.
some dick and just
Not
just
for
be
us
able to
to
call you.
experience it, but the experience that was offered. When Kev first got offered game, that's when the addiction came for him. When an older woman told him what women want in general, that he was like, oh man, I need to stop talking to these young Jones. I need to start talking to these old heads because then I could just talk to them how I want to talk, period. That's where he, you know what I'm saying, and then grabbed my arm and was like, yo, cuz, check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
That's
and
when
then
it was
from that
dick
point
around the
on,
clock.
But you know what?
That's
And
when it started.
don't take this wrong way, and my viewers don't either. Drake aunt gave me the game just off of her looking at me as her nephew. She ran the game down to me. I said, "Where, auntie?" She was like, "Yeah."
but that
I said, "You shouldn't have told me."
A switch.
Yeah, I said, "You shouldn't have told me that." And when I tried auntie's game out on chicks and this shit was working, I said, "Yo, this shit works." I said, "Oh, this fucking ball game. You shouldn't have told me that shit. I could just be me. I could just say wild shit, but saying relatable shit, like being relatable, like dating a young Joan now, which would be hard. Like say one day the internet went out for 2 weeks. There was no, you can never access the internet for 2 weeks. Your social media, all that shit.
I'm out and about.
Only thing you can have is you can make phone calls back and forth. That's it.
Is that everybody or just you?
Everybody? The world internet went out.
People are gonna.
Do you think
die.
dating the
riots
younger
everywhere?
People are going to.
I'm
die.
just saying. Do you think dating the younger chicks, like say the internet went out for the week?
I get what you're saying. For the sake
and
of
you
argument,
can just
it's gonna be rough.
And you could be, but you at a house party now with your girl, and they don't got the internet, and they can't share. Most motherfuckers, you go to house parties now, like, is a nigga on the phone like this?
Yeah, it's me.
Yo, this funny. I'm gonna send it to you. Where back in the day was a drink in your fucking hand. How those are conversations all over the place.
That's
and
how
if
we
you
have it
wanted,
now.
and if you wanted to hear a different conversation, you went in that huddle and joined the fucking, and you had the best time of your fucking life.
I mean,
Think about it.
If I'm this age, I'm not going to a house party with anybody.
Nah, you can go to a house party with your girl. You go to parties.
Kev throws house parties
all the time. That couples
house
come over. It's get-togethers. My bad. Let me say it this way: get-togethers and barbecues. You have a get-together now.
Too high and drunk to dance.
But saying the internet goes out and you got a get-together. Niggas can just sit and have normal conversation. It used to be you had a bottle, you sat down at a table with people you was cool with. and y'all had some of the dopest fucking conversations.
Yeah.
You think about having that with a 20-year-old girl, the whole thing of like, damn, I still don't got internet. Like,
yeah.
Hey yo, what's
What are we
crazy is,
talking
and
about?
this is a funny point I'm gonna bring up. So back then, when we had to talk to women or women talk to men, they you had to actually invest time in conversation to kind of pull information out. Nowadays, motherfuckers, when you meet somebody, they be like, yo, here go my gram. And they give you the gram so you can go on their gram and kind of they want you to get a glimpse of what could possibly be. That's what I like to call what could possibly be.
It ain't real.
You know what I'm saying? And they do this, they doing that, they do this. And it's like it's like they throwing out the bait, you know what I'm saying, and try to reel them in.
Yeah.
For the little quick John, but we couldn't get the quick Johns like that back then unless we was direct with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But other than then, we setting stuff up. There's been times me and Kev seen Johns a couple times before we, you know what I'm saying, got intimate at all. You know what I mean?
Had to put in work.
Had to put in work time, bro.
Conversations, like real conversation. It wasn't no. It wasn't no.
Even at a party, you're spending that whole party next to the John. For that end result.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite line? What was your favorite line to get him?
Favorite line?
Yeah, nigga. What was your go-to? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think we had. Oh, me?
Your go-to, whatever. It don't got to be a line, but your favorite, your thing that really sealed the deal to where, you know what I'm saying? What was
at the end of the night, like, yo, be like, yo, what you doing after this? Like, where we going? You want to get something to eat? What's up? Like, I know you ain't. I know the night ain't over for you right now. I was like, it was only 2 a.m.
If that's the case.
Like, but you know what I was doing? It was like I ain't get you full, or like, yo, you want to come to the crib and chill? We got a bottle at the crib. We keep this party going. What's up?
That's a good one.
Smoke, yo?
You smoke? You drink?
You smoke?
All right, cool.
Back then,
yes, Kev got the weed. Like Kev had the weed. Like Kev
smoking buzz.
Yeah.
What, 14?
I remember one time we went out with 2 chicks, 15? And she was like, we was watching a movie. She was like, yeah, I could have just hit a bottle and got something to smoke. I said, word. I said, my cousin right here, he got the weed on deck. I was like, I got 2 bottles at the crib. We out.
I would get phone calls from
out.
Kev or KB.
We out.
Hey, yo, cuz.
I got somebody over. They want to smoke.
Man, I got a couple shorties over here. They trying to smoke up. You coming through or not, yo? All right, bro. I'm on my way.
Those are good friends.
Good friends. Slam. All use, baby. That's what it was back then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
Dutchess. She know what it is. Got the Dutch like word.
Oh, true.
Word.
And then my shit. I hope you got enough. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
I hope
what
you got
enough pussy?
That's
that should be like.
You know what's funny? This was niggas. This is before the whole Hennessy era. This when niggas was drinking E&J. Niggas want to act like they stunting. E&J used to be the shit everybody was drinking. Niggas wasn't really drinking Hennessy. But I would get a bottle of E&J, a big bottle of E&J, hit this nigga up. We'd go outside somewhere, see some chicks get to talking. Boom. Just you had to have a conversation with these Jones. You had to sit there legit invest.
Who you send over? Who you send over?
I said him because he had the braids. He's Puerto Rican. He looked Rico Suave. That's when Kev shit was all the way down to the middle of his back.
Yo, Kev, yo,
go get him.
Go get them Jones.
And I would come over there.
Where we was at.
And I come over there ignorant as fuck on some real shit.
What's up, cut? And grab right around my shoulder. What's up, yo? Who y'all? Yo, who y'all?
These bitches mothers on crack or what?
I said, I'll be like, yo, what y'all doing? Like, I got my own spot. Y'all coming? What's up? I got a bottle. You got weed. We out of here. Fuck this shit. This shit whack. All right. It is whack. All right, we out of here,
bro. That is physically interact.
That is a absolute what you're describing is a absolute fucking like what do you call it? It works.
It works,
I've seen it work. It definitely works. Like it. And
once we
realized 2 different places.
Once we realized we was better together than separate, it was a wrap. Yes. Because once we did what we had to do together, it was like, all right, cuz. And then separate, you know what I'm saying? Then all right, back together again.
Yeah,
but they don't know that nowadays, and I don't even think the young women would know how to respond if you actually came over and talked. They're literally as you would come over to talk to them, they would probably be looking at their phone, wondering why you're not asking for their gram.
What?
Yeah. They're probably wondering why.
Phone going off hella crazy. Phone just going like, yo, like, and you as an older man, you see their phone going off crazy. they in their phone and you trying to conversate with them, yo, you lose I will lose interest. I'm like, I'm not talking to this headache no more. It's a fucking headache. And and that's how my mind to go. Like, it's a fucking headache ready to happen.
Yeah.
Right now, if I was single, real shit. It'd be cool to fuck younger girls because they're younger and their body's younger. But once I get tired of that shit, Dre, real shit, I'm going to settle for somebody my age. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if they body look. You can have stretch marks for a few kids. You can be considered what they consider to be overweight. But I know I got somebody that is on my level. I can chill with. If the internet was to go out at the crib and we can't access social medias, I can get the fuck along with. I can chill
what you
with.
doing when the internet go out?
Bro, if the internet goes
What
out,
y'all doing?
I play board games at my crib. Like, me and my girl played Monopoly with the kids and had hella fun. Had game night here. Game night just on. Dog, it's hella fun.
My girl loves taking walks, so she'll drag me out to walk. Drag my fat ass out to walk.
Bro, it's
we like going to the mall and just window shopping.
Yes.
I don't know why. We'll walk. I mean, we still in that like lovey stage. You know what I mean? It's been 4 years, but we still like go to the mall, hold hands, she'll wrap her around. You know what I mean? We do shit like that.
This nigga still love his girl. Fuck out of here, nigga. I don't want to hear from you.
You know what I mean?
Fuck out of here. Who loves their girl?
You better be careful for that door kick open and the warden come in there.
She gonna throw the dog at the nigga.
I am safe.
She gonna hit the nigga in the back of the head with the dog. That's like, what do I gotta do with that?
She would never hurt the dog on me.
Yeah,
we love dogs.
But
on the show.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff that me and her can do. But I mean, to be honest with you, it's no internet for 2 weeks. That's 14 days. 10 of them days my ass is at work, so that only leaves a couple days for us to do stuff. At nighttime, she'll be asleep. And I'm awake. During the day, I'm asleep. And she's on her way to work.
Bro,
so,
we will revert to old ways if the internet went out with us. We
old
would.
Ways for sure. I mean,
but long as I can
I'd
call
be upset
y'all,
that I couldn't play the duty and shit. But
long as I can call y'all,
other than that, yeah, we still gonna link up.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Like, I bet. Let's get a bottle. Let's chill.
If it was COVID and no internet, bro, because you can't leave.
I be beating games. I just be playing on my old games and beating them shits. Like, look like I'm playing story mode with no internet.
Nah, think about, but you can't leave. So then you really, really, really get to know,
bro.
You really get a feel of if you actually love your opposite.
Bro, you know what I should do? I really want to do.
Out back.
I know this. We trying to make evergreen content, but this is a live. So delete this.
Oh, you ain't look out back in my crib where the iguanas was?
Oh yeah, that's right. You do, but remember I told you how many mosquitoes is?
Yeah, one of us will be out there if we was in the COVID, and one of us will be permanently sleeping out there.
I think that'd have been your ass.
It might.
This.
It might.